Кто тут, кто не тут. Сейчас приду. Не приду. Короче, я не пускал. Сейчас, подождите, не пускал до этого, типа, запись не было, поэтому и сейчас решил запустить, так как, я так понимаю, это финальная миссия в Dragon Age Inquisition. Поэтому смотрим финал. Сейчас, подожди, так наушники пикну. Смотрим финал. Наслаждаемся.
Was the summoning successful, Inquisitor?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
But you found what you needed?
I did.
Then all that remains is to find Corypheus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys to...
Corypheus.
He did that? But why?
Either I close the breach again, or it swallows the world.
But that's Magnus. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
Then I face him alone.
Tell me, where is your maker now? Call him. Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist. I am Corypheus. I shall deliver you from this lie in which you linger. Bow before your new god and be spared.
Never!
As you wish. successful in foiling my plans, but let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place at the wrong time, an interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
I didn't come here to become a god, Corypheus.
A dragon! How clever of you! It will avail you nothing. You will fall as a warning to those who oppose my divine will. You dare to touch an avatar of divinity. I will destroy you where you stand.
Santa!
Wearing slave markings on your face with pride. You are nothing. A race of sniveling cowards that shrank before Definta power. Feel my wrath, little wretch. I will not stand for this outrage. If you deserve... Let the skies boil! Let the world be rent asunder! Grant! I need only moments more.
The breach is getting bigger!
He's really doing it. We have to stop him.
Not like this. I have walked the halls of the Golden City, crossed the ages. Do not, ancient ones, I beseech you. If you exist, if you ever truly existed, aid me now.
You wanted into the Fade? Solus?
The orb.
Are you sure? We could take the pieces, try to...
That would not recover what has been lost.
There's more, isn't there?
It was not supposed to happen this way. No matter what comes, I want you to know you shall always have my respect.
Inquisitor! Are you alive? Then it's over. How lovely.
And the sky is healed, healthy, whole. There's just that left to remember.
Looks that way.
What do we do now?
We go back to Skyhold.
A moment, my lady. My agents have found no trace of Solus. He has simply vanished. If he does not wish to be found, there's likely nothing we can do. But I will keep looking.
Why would he just leave? Something must be wrong.
You said he was upset about the orb.
That can't be the only reason.
Now that Corypheus has been defeated, we have a moment to stop and celebrate. Afterwards, you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
The fighting's over. Why do they want to meet me now?
You're joking, yes? They wish to bask in the glory of your victory, hoping that some of it will rub off on them. Everyone knows Empress Celine owes you her life and her throne. 1,000 problems remain, and your opinion will be sought on each one, whether you wish to give it or not.
I don't see what all the fuss is about. Corypheus needed to be stopped.
And you are the one who stopped him. Previously, you were an upstart, a Dalish elf leading a band of rebels and heretics. Until Corypheus revealed himself, they could not see the single hand behind the chaos. Once he did, they knew. A magister and a darkspawn in one creature, the ultimate evil. Now you are the only power left standing. Enjoy the evening while you can, Inquisitor.
Am I imagining it? Or do we have a moment to breathe?
I can scarcely believe it.
The Conclave, Haven. You should hear the stories they're telling in the barracks. Some of the soldiers have requested leave to return home, but many would... You are proof that the Inquisition has made a difference, and that we will continue to do so.
Our soldiers put their trust in you,
It's been an honor, truly. Enjoy the part.
So, demons, dragons, giant asshole Vint on a big magic rock. You don't let it get dull, boss. Good stuff.
You helped make it possible, Bull.
That's what they pay. It's weird. I joined the Inquisition and now that it's done, I've got no orders. For the first time in my life, I can go wherever I want.
Got anywhere in mind?
If it's all the same with you. Anyway, the only to us being alive.
Finally got a party, yeah? A bit of fun for saving the world. It's the least Andraste's herald deserves for making things normal again. Except for, you know, everything ever again. I mean, is this for us or for her? Or, you know, him? Because I was there and I still don't know what's real.
Couldn't it be his will and our effort?
Well, what's the friggin' point of them then? Ugh. I guess you'd know by this point. Still some things to do yet, right? Because I'm in no hurry to go back to... You mind if people still stay around? Or whatever?
This is home, Maeve.
Shut it, you. Alright, enough of that. Big freaking hero.
I was passing through the hall this morning and a serving girl saw me and actually squealed, dropped her laundry. She was completely breathless. I didn't even get a chance to answer. She hugged me. Hugged me. This is your influence.
Admit it, you're having a ball.
I don't trust camaraderie, all these people. Mind you, I can't say I hate them. I suppose you can't all be evil bastards. The blacksmith said that. I hope my father hears. He will shit his small clothes from shock, I swear.
Will you be returning to Tevinter now?
No, actually. I was thinking of sticking around for a while. Tevinter lacks the presence of my best and only friend.
Ugh, I should never have hired a new caterer.
Leave it be, Joe.
It is not! I'm so sorry, nothing's quite as it should be. Do you like the drinks? I'm not sure about them.
If you don't pause for a moment.
At least I'd be spared. What a disaster. Someone was late, the invitation. It was so wonderful to prepare. Do you know what everyone... Us. Dedas is discussing the success of the Inquisition.
Are you descending into open...
I can scarcely think. Truly, we will never forget those we lost. To victory.
Enjoying the refreshments? Josephine sent all the way to the capital for the petit four. I must remember to thank her for the trouble. She's been this celebration to you, Inquisitor.
I can't believe it's over. It seemed an impossible task. Defy the Chantry, build the Inquisition from nothing, defeat a creature that would be a god. And yet here we are, celebrating.
I wasn't sure we'd make it either.
A rather bizarre feeling, as if we've stumbled blindly into a forbidden future.
Better than the future we saw at Redcliffe.
Much better. I intend to rebuild the Seekers of Truth, to make us the order we were meant to be. That will take time. Meanwhile, I think back to how we first... You are the Inquisitor, and you are my friend. I'm pleased it did.
So much to do, my dear. I'll be returning to Valdway. The Empress requires my expertise, but that will wait. Are you enjoying the celebration? Josephine was in a frenzy arranging it.
As a matter of fact, I am.
And well you should. Go mingle. The night is...
Tis said that Corypheus woke after his long slumber and found the world gone awry. He fought to bring back those days of magic and shadow, to raise himself as a god and set things right. Now, we are left with a scar in the sky to remind us of what almost was. It tells us that a great victory against chaos was won, but left the world forever changed. Consider the mighty empire of Orlais, where Empress Celine remains on her golden throne. The civil war is ended, and order finally restored. The Empress is unchallenged. But at what price? Blood drips from Celine's hands, and all her court know it. However, none are in a position to move against her. As Orlais heals and its strength returns, relations with the Inquisition slowly sour. Icy receptions meet the Inquisition inside the Imperial Court, where most prefer that Orlais bow to no one, not even heroes. Many believe that when the Empire's fortunes wane once more, Selene will stand alone. The Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamant. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient foes. Rumors abound that they severed ties with their leaders at Weishaupt, and that a bitter war now rages between them. What becomes of Hawke is unknown, save that all news out of Weishaupt soon ends. Does the sudden silence indicate a battle within, or something far worse? 1 month after the defeat of Corypheus, the Chantry names Leliana as successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she first declares an end to the Circle of Magi. The Mages will now govern themselves. She opens the priesthood to other races, declares support for the Inquisition, and rededicates the Chantry to the principle of charity. Divine Victoria is controversial from the start. Several new sects arise, resisting her reforms and declaring her rule a threat to the faith. She does not fight them, and it is not long before the Chantry's fractures threaten to tear it apart forever. The Inquisition's mages, the former rebels led by Grand Enchanter Fiona, are left with a choice. When Leliana disbands the circles, they leave the Inquisition and reform the College of Enchanters as a new order. The college, they say, will allow mages of the South to gather in peace and seek new solutions to age-old problems. For the moment, it appears to be working. Mages are enjoying unprecedented acceptance throughout Thedas. And what of the Inquisition itself? Its military might has grown, now rivaling that of kingdoms. Fear of the Inquisition's army has become the true source of its power. I leave Skyhold now, knowing that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the changing world order. To others, she has become a target. They linger in the shadows, waiting for their day to come. When it does, the Inquisition shall stand ready. I knew you would come. You should not have given your orb to Corypheus, Red Wolf.
I was too weak to unlock it after my slumber. The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people, they need me. I am so sorry.
I am sorry as well, old friend.
Короче, кто не в курсе, извиняюсь, концовка, я думаю, кстати, намного дольше будет, поэтому короткая концовка так и получилась, я думаю, дольше. И как бы уровень сложности сложный был в игре, и даже какие-то испытания там ставили, типа неожиданный эффект там могли появиться, что-то достаточно легко вспомнил, не знаю, в общем. Короче, кто не в курсе, там он Санталос Лионель Сильва писал хай, я не видел, к сожалению. Хай, ну, ты уже тебя нету, я так понимаю, ну ладно, все равно хай. Кто не в курсе, вот эта концовка, вот, возможно, когда выходила вот, ну, вот эта Inquisition только вышла игра, да, и как бы не было странно и непонятно, что к чему, но на данный момент уже подтверждено, что Dragon Age 4, ну, четвертая часть, получается, по сути-то, уже как бы подтверждена, что будет, и там есть даже трейлер, промо-ролик, или как правильно назвать, там главным действующим лицом как раз будет Солос. И вот эта вот концовка, это прямое, прям вот точно отсылка вот к четвертой части, то есть намек и на явное продолжение. Это круто. И это, кстати, вот достаточно этот трейлер четвертой части, только вот буквально сейчас у нас декабрь, конец декабря, Новый год, почти завтра Новый год. Где-то, наверное, в ноябре-октябре только вот вышел трейлер, типа как бы, ну там даже не тизер, можно сказать, даже проще. И там вот в тизере вот этот соло виделся, и, скорее всего, четвертая часть, он будет главный герой. Интересно, почему? Очень непонятно, вернее, я не знаю, просто вот этот лимит у нас в первой части, и как бы закрутили с ней сюжет так интересно, не знаю, она типа богиня казалась, как круто. Так, и что у нас? Внутренние земли развернуть. Ингрид, что тут? Чужак, что это? Тут типа еще не все, что ли? Норм. Чё? Ну ладно, пойдем. Какой-то священный совет. Короче, ждем, надеемся, что Dragon Age 4 будет, по крайней мере, на уровне вот этой Inquisition. По крайней мере. Но сюжет так, ну я что-то до конца, короче, не понял, потому что, может, не совсем всегда вдавался в подробности всяких них и всего прочего, всяких заметок, но ну, в общем, что-то с этой сферой как-то связано будет. Морриган нет, да, ушла.
So, Liliana, should I bow whenever you come into the room now?
Так, погоди, куда?
It will be strange to see you and think, there walks divine Victoria.
Then let us enjoy these
вот
moments
сюда, да?
last, as colleagues.
Or as friends?
What's this? A breach in decorum?
5 минут, давай 5 минут побегаем, чё? Короче, я как бы гайд особо не читал, и у меня так получилось, что Блэквелл, это серый страж, который присоединился к нам буквально почти в самом начале, ну не в самом начале, но где-то вот, ну, где-то там, в начале, в общем. Так получилось, что он у меня свалился инквизицией. Я не знаю, я просто не удавался в подробности. Просто раз он, короче, он пропал. Наверное, можно было оставить, вот там появилась миссия, типа, последствия ухода Блэквелла. Ну, сейчас 5 минут побегаем, отправим кого-нибудь, сейчас посмотрим, здесь что творится.
Oh, that worked out well. That's always lucky. I mean, nice. I'll see you later. I can't wait.
Ой. А, о, ладно. В чем главный прикол вот этой серии Dragon Age, начиная с первой части, то есть у тебя, если ты играешь ну, то есть версии, которые как бы синхронизируются, то есть все твои последствия, какие-то с первой части, там, ну, грубо говоря, с первой части ты принимаешь, они отражаются вообще на всю вселенную. То есть, как бы, то, что ты принял в первой игре, которая там в первой части Dragon Age, когда ты играл, типа, за Серого Стража, да, будут все последствия отражаться здесь. То есть, ты можешь, вот это вот Dragon Age
Inquisitor?
Инквизиция, там, так, чё?
I feel a little nervous having the woman who commanded our spot. Like if anybody recites the chant wrong, she'll... But yeah, if you want to...
Типа, можешь создать полностью свою уникальную, по сути, уникальную историю, уникальные вот эти диалоги, сцены, потому что каждый проходит по-своему игру. То есть для каждого уникально будет очень, допустим, с каждой частью все уникальнее и уникально. То есть, допустим, в первой части там вот такие-то выборы сделал, второй там такие-то, в третьей части будут сняться выборы с первой части, вот, в Инквизиции, и типа второй части Dragon Age. И как бы уже все, компоновка будет общая по-другому. Ну как, не совсем, сюжет, конечно, останется такой же, но вот эти всякие мелочи, вот же, допустим, у меня вот здесь Хоук из второй части был, типа, он был магом, если не ошибаюсь, и мужчиной. Но я проходил за разбойника женщину. Поэтому как бы было интересно посмотреть, как это было выглядело бы, допустим, в этом плане. Так, 5 минут мне где-то побегать. Что там?
Я еще песочек купила. Нам по не надо даже покупать.
А сумма это
Нет, малыш. Да, Иринки, не могу дозвониться. Дико извиняюсь, господа. Я так сработаю.
Ты, Крис, опять хочешь все мелочи рассыпал, кидаешь на iPad, да?
Не надо, не надо.
Куда ты собираешься ходить?
Если ты не это, ты
Пойдем?
головой говоришь.
Да, нет, твою.
Да идет она, я ей сказала. Ой, я только что у нее что была, я ей сказала, бах, ты на идешь. Ее я прочитала, вот не хочу.
Видишь?
Ты тут Хай. Ух, какая стрёмная. Для эльфа нормально. Миранда страдаю.
Нет.
Кого?
За 5 минут не было. Ой, а уже нет никого, был устраивающий чувак. Или здесь был? Нет, он там был. Выпустили. Эх, видно, заслужил.
No one to watch over, your worship. We either have many friends, or you've made short work of enemies.
Ну понятно, да, я никого не сажал, кстати говоря. Старался. Как на один какой чувак сел, я не помню, я так и не понял, откуда взялся, я вроде никого не сажал, а он появился под кермой. Ну ладно. Заблудший, видно, какой-то. Так. Вообще мне надо бы, добро, 5 минут. Так, что тут пишут? Ой. А, типа это заметки, да?
Your worship.
Inquisitor?
Да, да, да.
If you squint, Lake Calenhad is shaped like a bunny.
Perhaps we should take a...
Oh, I think I see it.
Так, что тут у нас?
Let us begin.
Inquisitor.
Так, чё?
Do you ever wonder what lies at the edges of the map, past the seas?
No.
I think we have enough to worry about on this continent.
Of course, but...
Давай, да. Да, отправиться дальше. Что за совет?
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2
А, ты через 2 года, что ли, после?
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you. Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
Ну, типа через 2 года, да, после событий. Фишка. О, не, еще эти якорь болтают, значит это...
It has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Emprise du Lion, distributing food sent from the exalted plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Corypheus left a great deal of damage for us to repair. I appreciate your efforts.
And I yours, your worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on
Кого он понимает?
He's currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
Oh, with respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Sadly, with the Chantry still struggling to accept her reforms, Victoria's voice is not as strong as I had hoped. Nevertheless, I admire what she has tried to do.
You can probably just call her Leliana in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name. Our last divine once joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinia. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, your worship. The divine sees the good that you can do and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Orlais. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras. For one, I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall. And of course, there is the Tevinter ambassador. Enjoy time with them while you can, your worship. I doubt you will have the chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
The Imperium sent an ambassador.
Yes, your worship. Dorian Pavas has taken the chance to return from Tevinter. It will be good to see him again. I owe him my apology. I allowed my distrust of Tevinter to cloud my judgment. He took a great risk coming to help us, and deserved better treatment.
You're going to apologize? To Dorian?
I have little patience for those who cannot admit they were wrong, your worship. Myself included. I will have to make my apology somewhere public. He will want an audience for his reaction.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council, Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Olay sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
The Inquisition still has work to do. We can't let someone's fear push us into disbanding.
Then I wish you luck in the negotiations to come. Maker watch over you, Inquisitor. I will not keep you any longer.
I suppose.
Я его рваю, что? Блять.
Just what we needed.
Divine Victoria keeps close counsel on her position.
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to you as well.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you?
Am I interrupting something important?
Yes.
Which is perfect, because Bran here needed a break. This is Bran Caven. Until recently, he was the Viscount...
Provisional Viscount.
Of Kirkwall.
And what are you doing now?
I have resumed my post as Seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall now.
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
So, it turns out, you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
I might need to sit down. You're the ruler of Kirkwall now, all of it.
That's not that big a deal. I have a really pointy crown that I wouldn't be caught dead wearing, but that's it. They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present. It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a Comtesse now.
You can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did it. I also drafted an alliance with the new elf-led city council of Wycombe, so Clan Llewellyn has some political muscle to flex now.
That needs to be reviewed by...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
What are you up to? I feel like I should be suspicious.
Look, it's really not that big a deal. Oh, that reminds me. It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
It's just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really? That is so much better than I thought.
This operates those giant chains. Can I try it?
No.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess. Anyway, you should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
I wouldn't miss it.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
I'll be here if you...
Ой, это же сам входить, я тогда был. Зачем оно нужно? Узнать. Так. Закрыть. Ой. Ой. Я что не хотел. Что же было? Ой, там пес.
I don't think they knew.
Oh my. Thank the Maker.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere. Have they given you
Дай мне
trouble?
концовку.
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you
Собак
walk
съест.
with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council
Фильм
becomes
«Зелёная сила».
inescapable.
The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence. But the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
Is this in your daily notes? 3 to 4 o'clock, idle chat with the Inquisitor.
Of course not. Not precisely. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
Perhaps you're right. These meetings and talks don't allow for much leisure time.
And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause to take in where we are. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend.
And what is this small entertainment?
Something to ease our minds. I would very much like to surprise you with the details.
Why not? Josephine, I put myself in your capable hands.
Splendid. I will arrange things at once. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
Was the woman in gold playing a king? Who was the man in feathers?
Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program guide. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
What I really enjoyed was seeing you put your duties aside for a change.
I truly did. Thank you for coming. It's been too long since I just spent an evening doing... nothing.
Here's to nothing. May it happen to us more often in the future.
Oh, look! The encore signal!
Я понял. Так. Не пускают? Ни хрена себе. так здорово. Тут что? Это кролик. Не просил. Ладно, дальше. По плану.
Oh.
Is everything all right?
Yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you, and now you're here.
This seems serious.
It's not about me. It's about you. Maybe you should sit.
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit. Inquisitor, I want you to know that I am your friend. I will always be your friend.
Oh, well, that's...
So I hope to give you sound advice on this momentous day. Do what is in your heart, my friend, no matter what anyone might tell you.
I really can't imagine what you mean.
I'm talking about marriage.
Marriage?
I can't imagine who it is. Macon knows you've kept it secret, but if marriage is... You're not proposing to anyone. I am going to kill Varric. Why do I believe everything he says? Why?
He said I was going to propose.
He mentioned a proposal. I suppose I filled in the blanks. Or he did this on purpose. That dwarf gets entirely too much joy from my discomfort.
So, did you mean what you said?
Being Inquisitor has brought you good things. Many good things. But only a few have been by your choice. Take what happiness you can from those and do not let them go. That is all I meant to say. Advice from a friend for the days to come.
Интересно, конечно.
How did Varric of all...
Так, ладно.
Well met, your worship.
Вернулся. Ой. Переодеться можно при желании, да?
Oh, yes.
Что такое, а? Ой, а что там? А как эту бутылку взять? Как ее взять? Как запрыгнуть можно в теории, да? И как это сделать? Это лучше. Как? Как это сделать? Так, ладно. Ладно, допустим. Ай.
Well, weather this season. Well, weather this season.
Those Fereldans, always afraid to mingle.
Как теперь отсюда прыгнуть? Отсюда. Ой. Ой, тут в этом все, я понял.
Always afraid to mingle.
Good. Maybe.
Блять.
Always afraid to mingle.
Such changeable weather this season.
Я не знаю, зачем про бутылка это нужна была, но зачем нужна не была.
It's been a while since so many get out in this place.
Inquisitor Herald. Glad to be back, Thor. That's it? Well, we don't know what's what, so what's there to go on about? Maybe sort out how they want to mess with us.
Your Worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
It's for his birthday.
I'll see what I can do, Krem.
All right, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
It's good to see that the Veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the Veil isn't technically a physical barrier. It's more like a magical vibration that repels the Fade. It's fascinating to see the remnants of Syrian culture here. Most of it was deliberately erased during Orlesian unification under the reign of Mafrath's son Isarath.
Uh-huh.
Do you think news of the Exalted Council could affect the lyrium shipments from Orzammar?
Maybe.
Did you know that Ferelden has its own names for lords? The country is divided into Ternirs, governed by Terns. Inside those are cities and Arlings ruled by Arls, and then there's the Banorn. It's a large area of countryside ruled by multiple bands.
Good to know.
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Sure you can. They must have that thing almost across the room by now, right? Ben Hasrat, remember?
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief!
Oh, you guys. You got me. Hey, boss.
Сера мне не нужна. Укол.
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Glimmering, glittering, perfect cut, mask a maze of gemstones. She will think it pretty.
Excuse me, I might,
You're useful to have around, Cole.
He wants stones the color of his eyes. Happy, bright, beaming, being seen, not seeing. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs.
Birds like breadcrumbs.
Хрена конечно, ворон.
Inquisitor, how good to see you here. I came to sit and pen another song.
Sweet songs, poignant pain plants joy that grows later. She can't see me. I help her help people.
I gathered.
You're smart and kind. You're worthy of true love.
Hello, Halam Shiraz! The fire of Sitha must be fueled by wine, ideally shared with adoring fans.
But not with him. You need somebody nice. Yes, better. He'll be gentle, so will you.
You're with the Chargers, are you not? I've seen you in the Skyhold Tavern where I sing.
Oh, yes. I love your songs. Sometimes I'd sit up on the chair to take a better look at your songs. The Chargers have their own song, if you'd like to hear it.
Good.
I'm still not sure about your methods, Cole. But they look happy.
Так. Ну, сэр, железный бой, Жозефина. Все разговоры, выполнили, говорить, сам говорил. Он не говорил, значит, мне надо судать. Что это вообще было?
You there! Dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
У нас пес как модный.
You found a dog.
They don't breed Mabari in Olay. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owner's tired of the novelty.
Tire of you? With that positive attitude and fetching ability?
He's not supposed to fetch it.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
I never expected you to make friends at a political council. How times have changed.
А?
So they
Нет, а что ответил?
Значит, пока мы пропала.
Не знаю, сейчас.
Position will change after this.
Давно стримишь?
Yet sure
Нет.
that will mean. Whatever happens, our people, you, Liliana, Josephine, will have my support in whatever form you require.
If your support comes with that of your new friend, I'm sold. I know a useful ally when I see one.
You can help. Dodge this, and I'll find overpriced Orlesian dog treats before we go.
Так.
Be careful, Inquisitor.
Darling, you made it. Excellent. I scheduled this appointment ages ago, and they do appreciate punctuality.
Appointment?
With the Imperial Garden Spa, of course. You work so hard, my dear. I wanted to treat you.
I've never heard of a fancy spa serving elves.
You are the Inquisitor, darling. Savior of the Empire. They won't turn you away.
What are the cheese wheels for?
It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in barely civilized conditions.
Did you hear something?
Relax, darling. It's spa day. How have you been? It seems ages since we've spoken. Does everything go well between you and Sir Rainier?
Что делаешь?
I would never kiss and tell, Vivienne. You know that.
Merely expressing concern for your well-being, my dear. Someone ought to.
So, how are you, Vivienne? Are you with anyone?
Oh, aren't you just precious? Don't you feel better, my dear? This place really does work miracles.
What happened?
Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done. Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments, you know.
I should look around.
Inquisitor?
Same old.
Inquisitor?
Please, move along.
Of course.
Those Fereldans, always afraid to mingle.
Ole is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition support is not a thing to lose lightly.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling it with a net and collar? But you'll have to excuse me. I see an old friend I must greet. Inquisitor, how long has it been? Don't actually tell me. I despise feeling old. It's good to see you, my friend.
You arrived ahead of me. I hope all's well.
It's everything I expected. We've been spared the burden of surprise. Orlais wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry meddles, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador. That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest in the South. Thankfully, Ambassador Pavis is a token appointment. Call on me as you like.
Inquisitor, Duke Cyril Montfort, member of the Council of Heralds and Lord of Chateau Haine. I have long followed your work. It is extraordinary.
Is that sentiment shared by the rest of the court?
Of course. Ole wishes only to offer respectful guidance to the Inquisition.
Does your grace feel the Inquisition should continue to rule itself?
I would rather see the Inquisition join us freely than be carved into pieces for the chessboard. I have not forgotten Justinia's death. I had friends who perished at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. More than the good you have done, it is the good we may do together I don't wish to lose. Whatever happens, Inquisitor, I wish you well.
As the most eloquent dwarf you know, Sparkles...
Speech! Speech! Way too much speech.
Varric, there's really no need.
What's going on?
Inquisitor! You're just in time. Sparkles, the Imperium doesn't deserve you, or want you. It may even kill you, but we'll miss you, if it counts. And you didn't know. Okay, folks. Time to take the party elsewhere.
Toma never wanted any. I swear.
Leave him.
It's true. When the Exalted Council has ended, I'm going back to Tevinter. For good, this time.
You know I'll miss you.
Naturally. My father is dead. Assassinated, I believe. I received notice this morning. A perversely cheerful letter congratulating me on assuming his seat in the Magisterium. We only met a few times while I was home. He didn't say anything about keeping me as his heir. This ambassadorship, his doing, I'm told. He must have wanted me away when the trouble began. I have to go back.
You'll need help. I could go with you.
Not this time, my friend. I won't be entirely without support. Mayveris has gathered other magisters who feel as we do. We'll be an actual faction in the Magisterium. I'll teach them manners, take them shopping. It'll be fun.
I know it was complicated, but I'm sorry about your father.
Thank you. It still doesn't feel real.
You don't have to go back, Dorian. You put it behind you, you still could.
Give up a golden opportunity for martyrdom? Perish the thought. A present. A going-away present. It's a sending crystal. Amazing what friendship with the Inquisition gives you access to. If I get in over my head, or you're overwhelmed with sorrow for lack of my velvety voice... magic. What? You didn't think I would just leave and you'd never hear from me again, did you? You are my dearest friend. Perhaps my only friend. That will never change, no matter where we are. Now let's finish the good wine before the others get back. Quite the party, wasn't it? Undrastic.
Divine Victoria, am I interrupting? Of course not, Inquisitor. I was catching up with Redcliffe's Arl. He's here to represent Ferelden at the summit.
Inquisitor, good to meet you.
How are things in Redcliffe, my lord?
Blessedly quiet. The mayor conveys his greetings. Redcliffe remembers its savior.
I had hoped to steal a moment of the Divine's time.
Very well. We'll continue this later, your perfection.
Many are frightened of the Inquisition's power, but I will do all I can to allay their fears. Is there anything I can do to make your job easier? Explore the grounds. Let yourself be seen. The delegates need to put a face to the legend. I have much to do, but let me say this. I may no longer be your spy master, but I am always here if you require.
I'm glad you finally arrived, Inquisitor. The Crown's anxious for news.
And your thoughts on Ferelden's position?
The breach is long gone, yet Skyhold's army remains. Ferelden can't continue to ignore soldiers on its borders.
The Inquisition has grown. I can see how its presence might cause concern.
Then you understand why we must demand a reduction of your military forces. A power without allegiance to either Ferelden or Orlais. Even I see neither of our countries can let it rest. I won't keep you longer. We'll have words enough when the Exalted Council begins.
Changeable weather this season.
Will you walk with me? The first time I came to the Winter Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings, splendid marble columns, more golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright, but I no longer see that same palace. And that makes you sad. It is easier on the heart to just see gilding. Now all I see are hands rubbed raw to make gold gleam, tears shed in the night over silk embroidery. Others overlook them and forget their pain, but I am divine and I cannot be blind. They seek to tear the Inquisition down. You feel it, no? Fear. Have we not made enough allies? If friends were easily made and kept, we wouldn't need diplomacy. Our allies can be cordial to our faces and still dread the future. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all. Mine. Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. The Inquisition's time is coming to an end. The Inquisition still does good work. Thedas will always need us. We set out to restore peace, and now peace is upon us. Some things can only be accomplished in shadow, without the trappings of power and the attention they bring. But whatever you decide, I will be honored to stand beside you.
Thank you, Your Holiness. Now, Artigan, as to your concerns.
The Inquisition established an armed presence in Ferelden territory. You outright seized Caer Bronach in Crestwood.
Yes, from bandits. Would you like us to give it back to them?
Your help was appreciated 2 years ago, Inquisitor. Now order has been restored, yet you remain. Invading under pretext of restoring order is exactly what the Grey Wardens did to us centuries ago, and we exiled them. Now the Inquisition is doing the same thing with Grey Wardens in their ranks.
Your concern is ill-founded. The Grey Wardens have proven their worth time and again.
Of course Orlais tolerates this interference. The Inquisition is the only reason Selene still has the throne.
Rest assured, Tegan, the Empire of Orlais will not stand idle if the Inquisition oversteps its bounds. Unlike Ferelden, however, Orlais understands that these were the well-intentioned mistakes of a young organization.
An organization in need of a guiding hand. Yours, no doubt.
Pardon me, Inquisitor. Divine Victoria wishes to speak with you in private.
The Divine Victoria? Who is sitting just up there?
Yes, and who was once your spy master. It's a pressing matter, Your Worship.
My apologies. An urgent matter has come to my attention. Ambassador Montelier, can you handle this for a short while? Of course, Inquisitor.
This is highly irregular.
Perhaps it would be best if we took a short recess. The guard said we should both see this. I believe she was correct. A Canary warrior in full armor. How did he get into the Winter Palace? Would the Iron Bull know anything about this? I asked, and he is as surprised as we are. Since becoming Talvashoth, he has had no contact with his people. He seems frustrated at not knowing more. So, what would the Left Hand of the Divine see when she looked at this? This is a warrior, not a spy. Part of the Antam, the Canary military. Most of his wounds come from a fight against someone using magic, but at least a few are from a blade. He was badly hurt, separated from his allies, and made it here before he died. But how? We need to find out what's going on. Can Josephine manage the diplomats while I look around? She will be fine. It's all speeches and posturing for the first few days anyway. I will extend the recess as long as possible. I will also have our friends ready themselves for battle if need be. You think that's likely? I think the Exalted Council may be more exciting than we expected. Looks like he came down over the railing. Active Illuvian. If I'm going through it, I'm not going alone.
В общем, я так понимаю, какой-то глюк не хочет загружаться. Второй раз уже. Когда я в прошлый раз пытался, нажал закрыть Alt F4, он вроде прогрузился, но в то же время я уже закрыл по факту. Я не знаю, что делать. Подождем мою маму. Наверное, не дождемся. Ни Escape, ни Enter, ни пробел, ни Shift, ни Caps, ни Alt не работают. Ни мышки. Что-то какая-то несостыковка, не знаю, какая. Enter. Клавиши. Нет, не работает, не работает, не работает. Поэтому... Вот опять, я сейчас по факту закрыл, она загрузилась. Я закрыл по факту игру. Ладно. Это хорош.